It's nice to see that semantic model can be refreshed no matter whether it is direct query mode or import mode, either by using the hard refresh option or else using a scheduled refresh option. We always like to have our data updated, but a very common expectation these days is that reports or snapshots of these reports and the values that appear at its current state need to be captured without disturbing the flow of data from source to destination. This snapshot feature is very common and has been a new norm for planning, forecasting, and reporting technologies. Let's see how Inforiver writeback matrix helps to use this feature. On the canvas, you would see that we've already got our region, country, and row dimension. We've got a DAX measure, 2024 revenue actuals, and there is an annual revenue plan measure for the year 2024. Now, the difference between them is no matter whether you change the context of the time, the annual measure or annual 2024 revenue plan measure will constantly show the total year's plan. Now, you would see that in the filters pane, we have used an advanced filter by allowing the data to come inside only up till this period, on or before this period. So let's time travel and assume that today is 31st of July 2024 and we've got this record here. So my 2024 revenue actual is showing me the values of actual revenue till 31st of July 2024. And this is for the entire year 2024, which is my plan. This is the current variance in absolute and current variance in percentage. Now, if I want to capture this information without disturbing or stopping the flow, just like this, here I have actually stopped the flow of data. I've filtered it, forcefully filtered it. So without doing this, if I want to take the snapshot of this particular instance in time, I would go to export. I would create snapshot. Now, this is a native feature available inside Inforiver writeback matrix. It'll ask me for naming the snapshot. Let me call it July 24 and I'll say create. Now there is a snapshot created and you would see that there is a snapshot tab also available, which gives me the number of snapshots, the editing option, deleting a snapshot, manage who can access these snapshots. Then I can even download it in PDF or Excel. And it's time for us to actually create another snapshot. So I'll just close this. And this time, let's time travel 1 month ahead and I'll say on or before 31st of August and I'll hit apply. You will see that the values have changed for the actual measure. There's a change in variance, absolute and percentage. Now it's time for us to create the second snapshot. Again, name it August 24, create. Now, if I have to compare my August with my July, I use the compare snapshot option. I select August, compare it with July, and I have an option to select the measure that I have to compare. So I will choose 2024 revenue actuals. Now, in order to avoid, or let's say if this is not very clearly visible to our eyes, I'd go to home, settings, display, and I'll choose the dark theme. I'll come back to exports. I'll go to manage snapshot this time. And here I'm going to start comparing. Now this looks very pleasing to my eyes. So I'm comparing two snapshots. Now what if I want to not continuously create snapshots manually, but I want to create snapshots with a schedule? That means I don't have to come here and keep creating snapshots by myself. I want Inforiver to create snapshots and send it to me. In that case, what I would do is I would quickly go to exports. I would click on schedule snapshots. Here there's an option to set up the schedule of the snapshot. Here I can choose the start date, choose the end date, and then I'll choose the cadence. Is it daily, weekly, or monthly? Let's say I go with weekly. It'll even give me the days of the week that I want to choose and have the snapshots ready. Generally, for finance, or let's say for FP&A teams, they have a monthly cadence, either on the very first day of the month or the last day of the month. Once I have that, I can keep having my snapshots ready. So I can go back to time, or let's say straight away go to manage snapshots and take a look at the values and even compare the variance before and after that specific period. See you in the next video.